Assalamu alaikum kids, how are you all? Well, today we are going to start a new topic of mathematics and it is basic algebra. Today I am going to start basic algebra. You have heard about many of the alphabets using 2x, 2b, 3c like this. So today we are going to understand and study that how we deal with these letters and some operation. We have already learned about alphabets, right, in the very beginning of our schooling system, in the kindergarten and all. So again we are going to start this in grade 6 or 5, all the alphabets again. So we are going to use it in our algebra. Algebra basically is a branch of mathematics, right, and it contains some variables. These are alphabets. Variables are something which are constantly changing, or the value varies, right? So constant numbers are your natural numbers, your alphabets are your variables, and operations including in algebra are known as your plus, minus, multiplication and division. These are the all four operators we normally call it. So it is just the arithmetic operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, which help us to solve mathematical problems. So mathematical problems mean some of the statements contain expression and some of them are equations. Well, expressions are the combination of variable and constants along with the operators. These are known as expression. Some kind of terms written in it in the sentence. So terms may be 1, 2, 3, whatever. We are going to study in further lecture. So an equation, I am going to tell you about equation afterwards, but right now I am going to give you a hint about it, a little bit about it. That equation is something we have terms in it, we have operators in it, and we have variable and constant in it as well, but with the sign of equality. That's the main difference of equation and expression. Here I am showing you some of the expression. Here you can see I have three variables. In algebra we are going to call it not alphabet but variable. So A is over here, B is over here, C is over here, and you can see that two operators over here of addition sign, right? In others expression we have A minus B plus twice of C minus C. So there are two different expression you can see. This one is the simplest one. In this A plus B plus C, you have seen that A is written once, B is written once, and C is also written once. So the coefficient, which is the number that shows the occurrence of a variable, and a coefficient is something that shows the frequency or the occurrence, number of occurrence of a variable, right? Over here A has a 1 coefficient, B has 1 coefficient, and C, you can see that C is showing you twice. So this 2 sign is your coefficient. Minus C, over here this C has a 1 coefficient. So what we have to do to solve such kind of expression, first of all we have to sort them out. Sort the same terms, like terms or unlike terms, right, separately. This is how we gonna do this thing. In algebra, it's purely, you can say, a game of sorting, right? We have to categorize all the variables and all the letters, whatever you can call, so in their own respective quantities or categories. So you can see over here, I'm giving you an example over here that you can understand clearly that some of the fruits are given to you and two of the kinds of it. So one is an apple and another one is a mango. So we have to sort them out in different categories. You cannot add an apple into mangoes, can you? So similarly, 3 apples over here, so we have to put them in the correct manner. So afterwards it will be like this: mangoes separately and apples separate, right? So you can write 3 apples and 3 mangoes. Understood? Another example, here you can see some jungle mania. So over here, for your understanding and concept, I am giving you two animals, different kind of animals. One is an elephant, and another one is a monkey. So this elephant give me the spark of my childhood, because I have seen it and I have comprehend this elephant in my textbooks a lot. इन मैथ्स बुक्स, मेरी मैथ्स की बुक्स में ये एलिफेंट स्टॉक का बहुत मैंने पढ़ा है और देखा है, और तो मुझे ये बचपन की याद दिलाता है, इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे आपके लिए एग्जाम्पल प्रिपेयर की. और ये मंकी जो था ये डेंटोनिक के स्टार में होता था. Alright, now let's come to the point. Over here you can see the other different quantities, different categories. One is an elephant, another one is your monkey. So you can count monkeys. All the monkeys are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 monkeys. And how many elephant? 1, 2, 3. So 3 elephants. We are going to write it category wise. 3 elephants and 4 monkey. So what is the main theme of doing some expression, that we have to first sort them out in the respective quantities or categories. Another example, if you can see this thing that you is on my screen, that 3 pencils over here and 3 of the erasers you can see over here. Can you add them all? No, you can only add pencils separately and the erasers separately, right? So this is how we are going to do these sums. Let's move on. Now here you can see a new thing on my screen. Here you can see an expression 3x thrice of x plus 4 is equals to 28. So 28 equals to is missing over here, but just forget about it. You can see over here 3 of x means 3 is your coefficient, this one is your coefficient, x is your variable, plus is your operator, right, and 4 is your constant number, and similarly so on 28. So 4 and 28 as well your constants. So over here I'm writing over here that variable is your x, coefficient is 3, constant numbers which cannot be changed, that means constant, variable means changeable or it varies as the value differs from other. So constant numbers are 4 and 28, operator is your 4. Okay. So now move on to the addition subtraction. We are going to deal addition, subtraction, multiplication and division in algebra. I hope that you have understood so far about this category wise and whatever variable, operator and coefficient, constant. This you have understood completely. I hope that. Over here we are going to do first of all the addition first. So I am writing over here an expression. I'm writing over here 2 terms. First of all we have to add them, right? So I'm writing 4 of a and 6 of a, so we have to add them together. As you can see the variables are all same in the 2 terms. So instead of and I'm writing plus sign over here because we have to add them. So 4a plus 6a over here. So what you need to do is to just write the variable as it is, right? This is a over here, so I'm writing a over here and I'm going to just add the coefficients, because all we can do is to add the coefficients. Another thing is variable, we cannot add them, we can just category wise write them, right? So 6 and 4 makes 10, so over here it is 10k. Now you can see some of the subtraction. I hope that you have understood the addition thing because it was so simple. So let's move on to subtraction. Subtraction has an expression with some terms. How many terms? You can see 1, 2, 3. So it has 3 terms altogether. So we are going to subtract them. So this is 7 of b minus thrice of c minus thrice of b. So first of all the rule is that we have to category wise write them all in order. So 7b first, 3b then, and then 3c. You can see it is in the alphabetical order as well, right? So just focus on the coefficients, nothing else. Just write b as it is, and 7 minus 3 is your 4 minus 3c. As you can see that there is no other variable containing c, so we are going to do nothing but write it as same as free C. Okay, here you can see multiplication after addition and subtraction. I hope that you are finding it easy. So let's jump on multiplication. Over here we are multiplying 2 times twice of a, right? So you can see over here that we are just dealing with the constant number, the coefficients, nothing else we are doing. So a will be written as it is, and coefficients will be multiplied twice of 2. It will make 4. So 2 times 4. Another example for multiplication, 5b and 3. Here you can see the 3 is written single. It has no variable. So we are going to write, we will multiply only the constant numbers. 5 times 3, it will give you 15, and b will be as it is. The third example, you can see that there is no coefficient other than 1. 1 times 1 it gives you 1. So over here you can see 2 variables are written. So what we are doing over here, that's a teeny tiny 2 over here, which we normally call a square. So this 2 represents square. How we are going how we are finding it out? A times a, it's written, right? The power of a is 1, the power of a is 1. Here you can see that the power of 1 is, power we can call generally as a it is written on the top of the variable. This is known as your power or your exponent, right? So a exponent 1, we normally call it power. A raised to the power 1, a raised to the power 1. So this is, you can see that base is common for all the variable, right? 2 variables a, and both has common variables, so it will be written as like this. So bases are same and power will be added up. So similarly 1 plus 1 over here we will write, and 1 plus 1 gives you 2. So it will be the answer will be a square. It will be a square. For your concept to be clear more, we are going to write m times m times m times m. This is your expression. So anybody can easily understood that how many times the m is written. So we will just write the times over here. But how? We are going to write all the m since it is same, the variable is same, so we are going to write it for once, and all the powers on the top. How many m's you can see? 4. So I am going to write all the 1 will with operator of plus. 1 plus 1 plus 1. So it will give you 4. M raised to the power 4. It will be read as m raised to the power 4 or m power 4. Okay. I hope that you have understood completely over here till the multiplication. Let's move on to the division. Well, division is as same as and as simplest as addition, subtraction and multiplication. Some of the examples must be done, some of the exercise must be done, so that you can thoroughly understood the concept and thoroughly can enjoy algebra as well. I love it, and it's so easy for me. So over here it is a division question. 6a upon 2 I am writing. So similarly, like previous question, we are going to just simplify and focus on the constant number. We are not going to deal with the variable right now because it's a single one. So 2 and 6 both are even number. So 2 ones are 2 and 2 3 times 6. So 3, it will be a cancellation over here, and then afterwards it will be written over here like 3a, 3 times a. You can see over here the constant is, coefficient is 3, variable is a. Next example is 24 times p upon twice of pq. So you can see we are just simplifying the constant number. 2 ones are 2, 2 12s are 24. We have just cancelled it over here and right over here, right? And the pq you can see, so p will be cancelled with p because they are same variables. So we will cancel them all, but no q over there on the numerator, so denominator will be left with only q. So 12 upon q will be written. Okay guys, I hope that you have understood the basic concept of algebra. The 4 signs of algebra we have done with some example. If you have any question, kindly ask me in the comment box. Inshallah ta'ala, I will upload some more topics related to algebra.